Okay, first graders, it is time for math, and we're going to begin on page 247, and it looks just like the family activity you did with your family yesterday. So today, you have a chance to play the game again, but this time, instead of apples, we are counting peaches, but we're going to do the math the same way. Also, on this one, if you do a problem where you have to make a new 10, where you have to circle your cubes together, remember where you have to gather them together to make a new 10, okay? Or if you have to carry over to make a new 10, if you do it this way, if you get to a problem where you have to do that, will you circle that problem? Okay, and then maybe you could tell your parents why you had to make a new 10. All right, on the back of that page are some practice problems that we're going to do. Now, mom and dad, kiddos, I know that this is going to be a little bit hard, all right? I want you to work on this for 10 minutes. I want you to do as many problems as you can in 10 minutes. And when you're done, I want you to stop, okay? If you want to come back and do some more later, if you are loving it, some of you just really love math. If you are loving it and you want to come back and do some more later, that is fine. But I want you to stop after 10 minutes, okay? If your brain is tired. Okay, so for today, I need to tell you that I need you to cut out some more 1 blocks. So what I did is I took the 100 blocks that were on that sheet and I just cut them apart into ones because we are going to need more ones today. Now, if you did not use this paper, you can use Cheerios or raisins, whatever you're using for your 1 blocks, or just, cut out your own little pieces. But you do need more than 10, all right? So if you could cut out 10 more 1 blocks, that would be awesome. And I'm going to show you why you're going to need more than 10. We're going to practice with our blocks carrying over. Okay, so we're going to look at our very first problem here, and it is 53 plus 38. So we're going to do it with blocks first, all right? Let's start with our 10 blocks. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 51, 52, 53. All right, so you should have 53 blocks on there. All right, now we're going to add 38 more to it. So let's use our 10 blocks again. 10, 20, 30, and now we need 8 ones, and that's why I needed you to cut out some more ones. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 'I'm going to scoot my camera back a little bit so we can see it. 6, 7, 8. So we have 53 plus 38 more, all right? Before we do anything at all, I can already tell that we have more than 10 ones. Can you tell? Let's count and see how many ones we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So what we want to do first is we want to make a group of 10. And that's why I like to put these in piles of 5 because they're easier to count that way. So I have 5 here. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to bring down 2 of these ones from up here. 4, 5. Okay? So now how many ones do I have down here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Now I'm going to trade them. I'm going to trade those 10 ones in for a 10. All right. So to do that, I'm going to take them off of my paper. Bye-bye. They're gone. But I can't just get rid of them. I have to replace them with a 10 block. All right. So I made a 10 out of those 10 ones. They're still there, but they're not ones anymore. Now they're a 10. So now let's count our 10s. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. And what do we have left over? 1. 91. So the answer that I got for that question, 53 plus 38 was 91. I'm going to write it right there because we're going to check it another way. Okay? And this time, instead of using the base 10 blocks, I'm going to draw the base 10 blocks. All right? So let's start with 53. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 51, 52, 53. And we're going to add to that 38. 10, 20, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38. All right, I can tell right away that I have more than 10 ones. I already have 8 here. How many more do I need to make a 10? 2. Okay, so I'm going to take this one and put it right here. I'm going to take this one and put it right here. And how many ones do I have left? 1. Now, when I have this 10, I need to trade it in for a 10 bar. Okay, so I'm going to gather these 10 ones up. I'm going to take them away, and I'm going to put a 10 bar in its place. All right? I can't just get rid of them, but they're not ones anymore. They have now become a 10. So now let's count our 10s. Ready? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, plus 1 more, 91. Is that the same answer I got when I used my blocks? It is. All right, this time I'm going to show you again how to add the number together, adding the 10s first and then the 1s. All right, so first we're going to add 5 10s plus 3 10s. Now we know that this is really 50, right? 5 10s is 50, and 3 10s is 30, okay? So 50 plus 30 is the same as 5 plus 3 with that 0 to make it a 10, okay? So 50 plus 30 is 80, all right? And now I'm going to add my 1s. I'm going to start with my bigger one, 8, 9, 10, 11. So now I'm going to put my 11 down here, and 0 plus 1 is, now I'm going to add going up and down. 0 plus 1 is 1, 8 10s plus 1 10 is 9 10s, and my answer is 91. Is that the same? And parents, this is why I usually don't do it this way, because they end up needing to add vertically anyway. But for some kids, their brain works that way and it's easier to understand. So you can figure out with your child which way they are understanding best. Okay, now I'm going to show you Mrs. Bennett's way. Ready? We have 53 plus 38. We are going to make our, can I use the pencil? Need the pencil. Need the pencil. Thank you. We are going to make our T chart with our 10s and our 1s. Okay? And then I like to make my little arrow. I start at the biggest number, which is 8. 9, 10, 11. All right. Now, if you need to make your T-chart again, you can, but how many 1s are there in 11? 1. So we're going to bring our 1, 1 right there. And remember, this isn't 1, boys and girls. This is a 10. Okay, how many 10s are there in the number 11? 1. We're going to bring that over here. Now, because I don't want to forget it, I'm going to add it first. So I'm going to do 5 plus 1 more is 6, plus 3 more, 7, 8, 9, and my answer is 91. I got the same answer all 4 ways. Okay, which means I did the problem correctly all 4 times. Now, boys and girls, your job today is to do as many of these problems as you can in 10 minutes. Okay? After 10 minutes, stop and take a break. If you want to come back and do more, that's great. If your brain is tired, don't worry about it. If you get down to 15, 16, 17, and 18, you need to write the vertical form and then add. That simply means that you're going to line it up going up and down. 65 plus 8. And parents, the reason this is important is because they need to understand that in the number 8, there are no 10s. And so it has got to go in the 1s column. If they do not line their numbers up correctly, they're going to get the wrong answer. Okay, so it's important to be able to see the equation horizontally and write it vertically. Thanks for your help with this, parents. Do the best you can, boys and girls. See you tomorrow.